Guide Dogs for the Blind, Class Celebration CA 970, December 10th, 2022.
Hello. Excellent. I love the engagement. Welcome, everybody, to our celebration for Class 970. Yay. Yes. Lots of cheering and clapping to be had today, so keep those hands handy. All right, my name is Melanie Harris, and I had the honor of being the class supervisor for this group of individuals. Welcome to everybody. I'm going to be upfront and say technology has bested us today. Our live stream is not currently running, but in the good news, everything is going to be posted to the same YouTube link just as soon as we wrap up here today. So for friends, family, anybody who's wanting to watch it, there's just going to be a slight delay, but it's still going to be there, I promise. Sorry about that. Okay. This year, we are celebrating our 80th anniversary, which is pretty incredible. So I want to start out by thanking a few groups of people, certainly not every possible person, but a few groups that help our mission to be possible. I'm going to start off with our puppy raisers. There are a few with us today, but to all of our puppy raisers, we want to extend a very large thank you. Literally, we could not do what we do without you guys. So thank you for the time, effort, heart, soul. Just thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. I also want to thank all of our donors. We provide all of our services free of charge to all of our clients. We do not receive any government assistance. It is made possible solely through the generosity of our donors. So let's please acknowledge them, give them a round of applause. And the last group I'm going to acknowledge today is our volunteers and our staff members. Volunteers range from helping with our paperwork, walking dogs, socializing puppies, helping out here in this building, helping with our dogs in training, our staff, again, wide variety. You see a few of them here today with helping with our technology, our video system facilities, our chefs, our housekeeping, our welfare technicians that help with the dogs. Goes far beyond them, but please let's also recognize them. Okay, we are going to watch a short video to help kick things off. So please enjoy that, and I will be back when it's done.
Logos, Guide Dogs for the Blind and Guide Dogs for the Blind International.
Hello, I'm Noah Wiley.
A mama nurses a litter.
There's a special magic about Guide Dogs for the Blind.
Puppy bellies and wiggling tails.
Some might say it's the dogs.
Puppies squirm in a pile.
These courageous guides who change people's lives.
2 black puppies at a gate. Outside, a woman hugs her guide dog.
There's magic in the people, too.
A man walks with his dog. An older puppy licks a woman's cheek.
Like the volunteer puppy raisers.
Volunteers with puppies.
Who socialize and care for puppies in their homes.
Out walking in their neighborhood.
Encouraging them to explore new surroundings.
Riding the train.
And giving them love and guidance.
In the park.
To help prepare them to be a guide dog.
And in a group at the airport.
And, when it's time, part ways so that the puppy they have raised can go on to change someone's life.
A team on a city sidewalk.
When dogs return to our campuses, our world-class instructors work their magic to maximize each dog's potential to become highly skilled, smart, and loving companions.
Instructors with dogs.
Teaching each dog how to safely guide someone who is blind or visually impaired through the world. When they're at home.
Relaxing by a fireplace.
Hiking.
On a forest trail.
Visiting friends.
At a picnic table.
Catching a plane.
Navigating baggage claim.
Heading downtown.
In a city crosswalk.
Across town.
Along a riverfront.
Taking public transportation.
At a train station.
Or heading to work.
Riding an escalator.
They will even disobey a command if it means keeping their handlers safe.
People with guides in their neighborhoods.
Those who are on the other end of the harness might say the magic is there, moving freely through the world with ease, confidence, and independence. Along the way, helping them develop new relationships, connect with new people, building stronger, more compassionate communities.
A group of people with their guide dogs in Chinatown.
We know there is magic in these partnerships.
A woman hugs her dog.
The bonds that are formed,
Another kisses her dog's head.
the places they
A
go,
group of people and guide dogs at the Golden Gate Bridge.
the dreams that come true.
A woman leads small boys on a walk with her dog.
It's in the care,
Playing in a yard.
the friendship,
A woman pets a dog.
the lifetime of love.
Lying in her lap.
It's the ability to live a fuller life without limits.
A woman scales an indoor climbing wall.
At Guide Dogs for the Blind, you are part of an amazing community that works together to make these partnerships possible at no cost to our clients.
Vets give checkups.
A community that helps us care for the health of our dogs over their lifetime. A community that provides the necessary training to help prepare potential clients for the guide dog lifestyle.
Instructors with clients.
A community that gives children in our youth programs the opportunity to experience the magic of a guide dog, to see if having a dog may be right for them.
Children interact and play with dogs.
A community that makes dreams of inclusion, enhanced confidence,
Clients walk with dogs.
mobility, independence, and companionship come true.
A man with his dog on the beach.
That's the magic of Guide Dogs for the Blind.
Share an orange sunset.
And it's all because of you.
He hugs his dog. Blackout. Logos. Guide Dogs for the Blind and Guide Dogs for the Blind International. The light fades to black.
I would like to introduce and recognize our instructional team. These guys helped with training the dogs in training. Yikes, that was terrible. They also worked with the clients in class. You see what the clients had to put up with from me for the last 2 weeks. So 2 of our members were not able to be here today, Jessica Shockley and Gina Paolini, but we are fortunate to have Christina Cherry and Cologne Nathaniel with us today. And now I'm going to pass it off to Cologne so she can present our graduating teams.
All right. Thank you, Melanie. So first off, we have Roman Alex Hernandez of Santa Rosa, California. Alex received his first dog, Adonis, a male Labrador Golden Retriever cross raised by Cheryl Toohey of Manhattan Beach, California. Alex is currently a student at San Francisco State with plans of becoming a teacher. He also enjoys music, playing various instruments, such as the guitar, and looks forward to returning home to his wife, Marissa, and her guide dog, Jim.
Hello. I'll make it brief. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and congratulations to my classmates with their wonderful dogs. This is a really early Christmas gift for me, little fur Christmas gift. We couldn't ask for more. Really, that's all I asked for. And of course, I want to thank all the staff at GDB. There's just not enough words to express my gratitude for these people and the work that they do. It's really life-changing. It's also with the puppy raisers. They do most of the, heavy lifting with the puppies. And so, thank you. Thank you so much.
And Cheryl was able to make it here this morning, but she had to depart a bit early to catch a flight. All right. Next, we have Marcy Chapman of Boise, Idaho. Marcy received Guinness, a male black Labrador Retriever, raised by Bruce Smith of Yuma, Arizona, Laura McDaniel, also of Yuma, Arizona, and Elizabeth Fable of Escondido, California. Marcy is a busy wife, a mother of 4 children, 2 boys and 2 girls. Marcy works as a rehabilitation instructor at the Idaho Commission for the Blind. She is also a certified yoga teacher. Marcy loves to do yoga, go hiking, biking, kayaking, watch movies with her family, and loves listening to audiobooks in her spare time. Marcy has had 1 previous guide dog and is really looking forward to all of the new and upcoming adventures with Guinness. I'd also like to mention one of our donors, Lillian Tremaroli, Lillian Tremaroli, who sponsored a harness for Marcy and Guinness.
Well, we did it. We're here. Yes, I just want to ditto what Alex said. Congratulations to my fellow classmates. And I just want to thank everybody here at GDB, the staff, my instructors, my puppy raisers. It was such a joy to meet them today. Everyone here has been so wonderful and helpful and kind, and it's been such a wonderful experience. Guinness is definitely an amazing, wonderful, awesome, all those adjectives Christmas gift. It was funny when I first found out that Guinness was his name. Of course, the first thing I thought of, Guinness Book of World Records. Clone said same. And this has meant a lot to me as I thought about his name. As Cologne said, he is my second guide. My first guide dog, I only got to keep her for 8 months because she got cancer and passed away about a year ago. And so it was on December 17th, so it's been a year. And so this is, sorry. So his name means a lot to me because I didn't know if, after she passed away if I wanted to get another guide because it was so heartbreaking. And I would keep saying, if and when I get another guide dog, and my husband would say, no, when you get another guide dog. And so he knew I would. But coming back to his name, I am so grateful for him because even though we have not made any world records, he definitely means the world to me. So thank you, everybody.
Step in a little bit closer.
That's right.
I'm Elizabeth. I was Guinness's first puppy raiser. Even as a little puppy, I could tell Guinness wanted a job. One of the things, well, there's a few things, but one of the things in particular I think made him really good guide dog material was how smart he was. I've never seen a dog as smart as him, ever. I would start to teach him a command, and 1 or 2 training sessions later, he would have it down, and he knew exactly what I wanted. It was amazing how fast he learned things. The second thing that I really think made him a really good guide dog is that he loved going places and doing new things and having new experiences. One of the places he went to the most with me was school, and at school, my teachers loved him. My principal said he was the best behaved student on campus. Every student at school knew his name. I don't know how, but they all knew it, even though they didn't know me. At school picture day, he got his photo taken. My school gave him his very own photo ID. And then I would just like to take this time to thank a few people. I'd like to thank my parents for their endless support and love and help. I'd like to thank my club leader, Sharon Buteau, for her puppy support and advice. And I'd like to thank Laura for helping Guinness reach his full potential as a guide dog. I'd also like to thank the trainers at GDB who trained him to be the guide dog I knew he could be.
A little over a year ago, my plan was that after returning our pup, Lamont, back to California to become a canine buddy, that I was going to take a couple of months off. It was the Christmas season, and you know how that is. So, but you know what happens when we make plans. Things change. 3 days later, our CFR called and asked if I'd like to take a transfer dog. And I told her that I would need to discuss it with Bruce, my partner. But truth be told, I already knew my answer was yes, and he knew that too. So 4 days later, we were headed back to California again to pick up Guinness. He had just turned 6 months old, and he was an active boy with a spunky personality. I used to be a third grade teacher for 35 years, and I can say that I usually enjoyed the ornery boys in my class the most. And Guinness was every bit that, an ornery third grade boy. Every day I would hold his head between my hands and look into his eyes and say to him, "There's a good boy in there." He learned a lot about appropriate behavior from our 2 career-changed labs. The role that they play in puppy raising is invaluable, so thank you to our Kindle and Tavina. Over time, Guinness turned all that spunk and orneriness into qualities that make a great dog. He loved being on the go, and in his mind, a day was always the 5 W's. Where are we going today? When can we go? What are we going to do there? Who will we see? And most importantly, when we would come home, it would be, why can't we swim all the time when we're home? He loves to swim and loves to dive. And Elizabeth knows that too. Funny story, GDB does this wonderful thing now called pup dates, where every few months they send a couple of pictures and a short update of every dog on campus. Guinness's pup date described him as small but mighty, and I thought, yep, that describes him perfectly. But I had to laugh at his handsome picture taken in the courtyard, because a fellow puppy raiser asked if I saw the sign on the brick wall to his left. I zoomed in on the picture, and beside him it said, "Bar entrance." How appropriate for a dog named Guinness. A few thank yous. I want to thank Bruce, who helps me raise the puppies. In our home, though, he has a nickname. It's called the Enabler. And you can only guess why that is so. And again, to our 2 career-changed labs, Kindle and Tavina, who model good behavior to all our pups and show them the ways of the world. Thanks to Elizabeth, who I know spent many hours with Guinness getting all his skills polished to perfection and loving him as much as I do. To our club leader, Tim Gilliland, thank you for getting me started as a puppy raiser. Our chance meeting has led to many wonderful years for me being a puppy raiser. To everyone here at GDB, both here and behind the scenes that make this day possible, it's truly a wonderful experience. Thank you to the instructors and trainers who work so hard to help each dog reach their potential. Thanks to our Yuma Puppy Raisers Club, to our raisers and our puppy sitters. And our club is honored and proud to present also harness and equipment that Guinness used. And we hope it takes him and Marcy everywhere they travel with confidence and safety. And lastly, I want to thank Marcy. It's been great being able to get to know you in person. And we just know that you're going to have many wonderful miles on the road with our sweet Guinness.
Thank you.
All right. Note to self, check all of the signs in the background before you take photos. All right, last but most certainly not least, we have Steve Gravel of Fort Collins, Colorado. Steve received his first guide dog, Linda, a female yellow Labrador and Golden Retriever cross, raised by Michelle Medina of San Antonio, Texas. All right, Steve is a former middle school teacher who loves the outdoors and spending time with his family. He can't wait to introduce Linda to some of his former students, his mom, and all of her friends at the Memory Care Facility.
Okay, Linda, sit. Good girl. So this journey for us started just a little over 2 years ago, and it started with a string of what could have been considered terrible events. My wife and I are both two-time cancer survivors, and she was off at her oncologist meeting, came out from the meeting, and her car wouldn't start. So she reached for her cell phone, and her cell phone was pleasantly charging on our kitchen table. So she had to go back into the office to make a phone call to try to get help, because I don't drive. And there was a lady with a guide dog, and Robin struck up a conversation with her, talking to her about the guide dog, introduced us to the idea of GDB, and that got us headed down the path that we're headed down today. Much like Marcy and Alex, I don't even know where to begin on thanking the amazing people of this organization. But I do know where I am going to start. I'm going to start with Michelle and the great work that she did as a puppy raiser for Linda. Linda is the most amazing dog I have ever met in my entire life. And I think that goes in large part to all of the hard work and dedication that Michelle put in with Linda and getting her to this point. So Michelle, thank you so much for that, because she is such an amazing dog. I'm going to leave you with just one little thing, because thanking all of the staff members of GDB I'd be up here for an hour and a half, and you guys would be done with me long before that. But I want to talk to you just a moment about what a former manager of mine told me. I asked him why he was such a good manager, how he was able to get his teams to be so successful. He said, Steve, what he did was he gave his team an impossible challenge, and then he set them free to amaze them. I stand before you amazed with GDB. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So Linda is my second guide dog I had in training, and my first one failed, and now he's my loving pet. But after he got failed, I waited and waited for my second puppy due to COVID. And finally, that was the best wait I ever had in my life, because I got introduced to Linda. Raising Linda from the start, I knew that she was so smart, and I just had an amazing village back at home that did such a great part in raising Linda. It definitely was not just me. I had my parents at home and my club leaders and all my club people. Being here today meant a lot, because I think being here, I got to see just the true effect it had. I'm gonna cry. I would just like to thank everyone's part they had and all the hands it took to get these two together.
All right, and with that, I present to you the graduating class of 970. Congratulations, everyone. I'm going to hand the microphone now to Christina, who will be introducing and narrating a training demonstration.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. This afternoon, you'll get to have a little training demo here for you. In formal training here at Guide Dogs, we use what we call clicker training to teach many of the aspects of guide work, as well as the obedience commands that our dogs know. For those of you who are not familiar, a clicker is something that will create an audible tone, and for our purposes, lets the dog know what they did in that moment was correct. And how we teach them that is we pair it with food. So when they hear the click, they're going to get a piece of food reward. And as you can imagine, with the labs and Goldens that we have, this is very motivating for them and creates a very positive experience with training. So today we have one of our resident advisors, Marissa Garcia, and her guide dog, Jim, to kind of demo for us.
Hello.
Jim is a long-haired Labrador Golden Retriever cross, and so he'll be demonstrating us some chair targeting. So I'm at the chair right now. We start clicker training with pairing, again, the clicker, the sound of the clicker with the food that they get, which Marissa will demo.
So first we start with...
So she'll put her fist out, and then he's going to target it with his nose, and as soon as he does, she's going to click or with her clicker, and then he'll get a piece of food. Do you want to do that again? And you can hear the audible tone of that clicker. So what we're kind of demoing here is back chaining. So we're going to start by the chair, which is the end goal, right? We want eventually the dog to work across the room and find a chair. So we're going to start at our end goal by the chair, and so she'll place her hand target on it. And then she'll click as soon as his nose boops her hand.
Gentle.
Very good. Excellent. We can use back chaining to teach many different behaviors, such as finding bus stops, also pedestrian push buttons to cross streets. Back chaining, you start right at the chair, and then you can increasingly take steps back to kind of increase the complexity of it. So Marissa's taken 2 steps back from the chair, and again, she'll present that hand target. Very nice, good job. And then he's wagging his tail, very happy boy. Very nice. Now to increase the complexity of it, she'll take a few more steps back, maybe pick up the harness handle, and then kind of work him towards the chair. And then as soon as she identifies the chair with her hand, she'll click, and then she'll give him that food reward. Very good boy. And you can hear her motivating tone, right? It's really fun. She's getting, his tail's wagging as he's going too. Do you want to do that one more time, Marissa?
All right, Jim.
And he's already starting to go as she's picking up that handle because that excitement of him going to the chair. Very nice. Well done, Jim. Now to kind of increase the complexity even more, these are kind of fast-forwarded steps for the purposes of this demo, but she'll kind of work further away. You can kind of see he's already starting to pull towards the chair. He's very excited to get his food. Then she can work towards the chair again. Excellent. And now we can see the dog really knows what he's supposed to be doing. So now she can add a cue word, which in this case would be chair, and then she'll let him know that he's going to find the chair. And she's taking even more steps back.
Jim, find the chair. Find the chair.
And he's right at it. Very good boy. Would you like to see if Jim can find the chair from across the room? Yes. I think Jim would like it too. Very nice. So Marissa's all the way across the room. And then she's going to work over to this chair as if she was coming in to sit down for graduation.
Find the chair. Good boy. Find the chair.
Tail wagging,
Find the chair.
guiding right up to it. Very good. Woo! Very nice. And now, to make it purposeful for the dogs, Marissa has taken a seat in the chair to show, Jim the purpose of him finding the chair for her. Very nice. Thank you, Marissa and Jim. Well, what a lovely afternoon and a great way to spend a Saturday. Again, thank you to all the puppy raisers, our donors, and volunteers for making this all possible. And thank you for spending your time here this afternoon with us. If you're interested in volunteering, donating, potentially working at this amazing organization, or know anyone in your life that may be interested in the services that we have here at Guide Dogs for the Blind, please see one of us staff members or visit our website at guidedogs.com. For those of you that are in person here today, thank you so much for coming. We do have some refreshments in the lobby, and our gift shop is also open if you'd like. So again, thank you and congratulations to the class of 970.
Guide Dogs for the Blind, guidedogs.com, 800.295.4050.